What is up, mental patients? This is kind of a serious message for you guys. Not serious as in life or death or anything like that. It's just not going to be funny, probably. I can see you all tuning out now. What are you clawing over there, kitty? Jesus Christ, I can't even do one frickin'... This cat was sleeping before I started recording. Can you please? Can you please? Okay. Sort of a serious message, not off to a good start, but I am fed up with Town of Salem. It's not a matter of playing it too often and getting tired of it or anything like that. I'm fed up with the people making it. You may know about my thing where I've been trying to get them to raise the limit on friend lists, because as a YouTuber, I log on to like 50 friend requests, usually on average. Lately it's been less because the game has less people interested in it, but that's another subject. And when I tried to get them to raise the limit, the response to that was threatening me. And this was in one of their live streams where the developers were having a group live stream. It wasn't just like the one person. I don't know which people were in it, but it was like 2 or 3 people. And, I said in the chat, so is there is there anything about raising the limit? Is that possible? Because this had been something I'd been saying for a while. This is something people had been tweeting at them. And in response to that, the developer said, if you keep asking about raising the limit, we'll lower the limit. It's such a great idea to threaten your users. It really is. If you don't stop doing this, we're going to lower it to spite you. It's childish. It's annoying. The forum is like a cesspool. There's been... Let's see. Pretty much any time I post on the forum, there's like 1 or 2 people who will respond that are like regulars on the forum who are, basically trying to incite shit. And there was a time where one of these people stalked into the thread, started shitting up the thread, and I was warned for arguing with him. Reason being, he started the shit, I answered him, and I was warned for answering him, because he's a more well-known member of the forum, so the moderator in question, decided that he wasn't somebody that anyone could argue with. That was overturned by one of the more senior moderators on the forum. I've had 3 or 4 threads that I've posted on the forum locked and deleted. Because I'll post something saying, we really need to, possibly fix this problem in the game. We really need to... there was a thread somebody had posted where they said, Town of Salem skins are sexist. And people were saying, no, it's not sexist, no, it's not sexist, it's perfectly fine. And I replied to that saying, well, I could see how somebody would feel that way. I'm not a big fan of people bringing in the whole, this is sexist, this is racist, this is, whatever, into video games, but I could see how people felt that way. So I made a post, like, as devil's advocate saying, here's a list of, female characters in pop culture who might be interesting skins. Can we just... Whether we want to agree or disagree about things being sexist, and whether we want to agree or disagree about whether people should say that about video games or just let people do what they want, regardless of that, here's a list of people that might be interesting. I listed, like, Carrie, Ellen Ripley, Hermione, different female characters. I listed, like, a frick ton of them. Like, maybe 100, I don't even know. And I even lined them up with what roles they could work with. Like I said, Hermione would be a good witch skin, like an alternate witch. Sarah Connor would be like a good veteran. Trinity from The Matrix would be like a good vigilante. That type of thing. Deleted. All that work put into it, deleted. Made a post recently saying, the title of it was Town of Salem is Dead. And the reason I posted that, and what I wrote in the thread was, this game needs help. This game needs things fixed. This game needs more attention paid to it other than just releasing, frickin' skins for people to buy. There need to be fixes in the game. That thread was deleted. I've been saying to the town of Salem staff, and this has been, senior people have seen this way back in the day, like a year and a half, 2 years ago. I'm not sure how long it was. I kept going on about you need to add something to the front page of the goddamn game that says, here's what's considered cheating. Please don't, give people information outside the game. Please don't use multiple accounts. And I know that's under, like, terms of use, but I was saying, people are not going to click that. Can you put the rules right up front, somewhere on the screen? And they were like, yeah, we're going to do that, we're going to do that. It's definitely on our schedule. It's been 2 fucking years. I'm just very tired of the main developers of the game not listening to anybody. Doing whatever they feel like. It's their game, they can do what they want. But it also is a community-driven game, and players are the people lining their pockets with the Kickstarter and with the purchases in-game. So it would be nice if every once in a while you listen to people. There are suggestions on the forums, they just go fucking ignored. They're absolutely ignored. You can't do every suggestion out there, of course. People are going to suggest bad things. People are going to suggest things that make no sense, things that, contradict each other. But none of it is listened to. The most you'll get is like a moderator on the forum who's not somebody who's part of, the dev team. They're not part of the inner circle. Somebody who's a moderator on the forum will probably say, yeah, they're looking into that, or they're thinking about that. And it never happens, of course. I mean, how many years has it been that they're saying, oh, yeah, they have plans to add more female skins? Never happens. If you suggest something, this is like the disconnect. If you suggest like character skins are like nothing. They don't really help the game. Nobody plays this game because of the character skins. There could be no character skins at all, and people would still be playing the game if it was, regularly fixed, regularly updated, etc. So people will suggest, can we have a Doctor Who skin? Someone will say that, and I don't really care about that, whatever. But somebody will care, and somebody will say, can we have a Doctor Who skin? They will actually tell them, no, we can't do that because Doctor Who is copyrighted and trademarked. And it's like, you really are going to say that you can't do that skin because of copyright and trademark when you have skins of Jessica Rabbit, when you have skins of a League of Legends character, when you have Dexter from the TV show Dexter, when you have the frickin' Godfather right here on the front page from The Godfather? You're going to tell people, no, your idea is no good because that's trademarked or copyrighted, when you're doing trademarked and copyrighted characters already? There's like this insulting disconnect with players where they're just like, oh, no, your idea is no good. No, we can't do that. And it's like, you're giving bullshit excuses. Just say you don't want to do it. Just say we'd prefer not to have a Doctor Who skin. We don't really care about that. We don't like the show. We don't know the show. We don't think many people would use it, whatever. But instead it's this lie. And I don't, it's weird. It's very strange and I don't understand it. It's like there's no connection between the people on the development team and the moderators and the community managers. It's like nobody is talking with each other. And, these roles. Forger, werewolf, vampire hunter, okay? Werewolf sucks. Some people like it, I don't. That's, point of view, etc. But it's complicated. Now that it's immune every night, that's kind of odd. Whatever. Werewolf, some people like it, some people don't. Forger, okay? Forger is shit. Nobody likes Forger. Nobody wants Forger in the round. Forger is garbage. Vampire Hunter is just messy. You become a vigilante with one shot left if there's no vampires left in the round, and if you visit someone, you'll stake them, and if they visit you, you'll stake them, and you can see vampire chat. It's just this big complicated mess. And it's not fun to play as a vampire hunter. You don't get vampire hunter and go, oh, right, my favorite role. I mean, not a lot of roles are your favorite, but you get what I'm saying, guys. Vampire hunter is like, oh, great, I'm vampire hunter. Guess there are vampires in this round. That's pretty much all it does for you. Vampire itself, Vampire is a role so crappy that they created the neutral chaos alignment just because they knew that people did not want vampires in their round. Because if they had made it neutral evil, people would have said, we don't want vampire in this, because now when we put neutral evil, instead of getting witch, executioner, or jester, there's also vampire, and that means that there's going to be a chance of your crappy vampire being in our round. No, I sincerely doubt many people like the vampire role. I'm sure there are some who like to be like, I'm Dracula, but, you can't turn Mafia, you can't turn anybody who's immune, of course, it's sort of as like, you're kind of screwed when you're vampire. And I don't think anybody wanted it or wants it. So, with the exception possibly of werewolf, some people do like werewolf, I don't understand why. With the exception of werewolf, we've gotten a bunch of shit rolls. And people have suggested how to fix them. People have suggested how to fix Forger. Like they say, this is something that I support. There's other things that other people support, but, what if the Forger had a death note, and that way, whatever you wrote in the death note replaces the will, meaning you have more frickin' time to write a will, because right now you have no time to write a fake will for somebody when you're forging. Ignored. Suggested ignored. People want to fix witch, because it's, that thing where you're basically screwed when you're witch, because you're gonna just die. And if you out as witch, the killers are gonna hang you anyway, because they don't want to be controlled. People have tried to suggest how to fix witch. Ignored. I'm touching the tip of the iceberg here. There's many other things that have been, people have been trying to get done by the team. Ignored. Why are they ignoring it? They're ignoring it to work on mobile, which is a Kickstarter goal, of course, but mobile is not going to bring in anything. Mobile... Do you really want to play a round of Town of Salem where some people in the round are on mobile and they're like, you're sitting at home at your computer? Because they've supposedly said that the mobile users will mix in with computer users. Maybe they won't. I don't know if they've totally decided. But if they do that, you're going to be sitting in a round with, let's say, 3 people on mobile. And let's say one of them is like, oh shit, I'm going through a tunnel. Goodbye, everybody. The bus is going through a tunnel. Or, somebody says, oh shit, the teacher just found out I'm on my phone. Bye, everybody. Or, oh no, my battery died on my phone. Goodbye, everybody. It's not going to be fun to be playing with mobile people. People on mobile are not going to be able to type quickly. They're not going to be able to answer questions quickly. They're not going to be able to give information quickly. Not as quickly as someone at a keyboard, is what I'm saying. And that's just gonna, if they mix in with people, that's gonna fuck everything up. So mobile, I don't think mobile's gonna do anything for this game. But the focus right now is mobile. The focus is also a trial system, and I'm sorry, but the trial system, from what I've seen, because I got, to try it in the alpha or beta or whatever the fuck, I'm sure everybody got to, but, the trial system looks done to me. Or it looks done enough that you could release it and then just tweak bugs as time goes on. Trial system is done as far as I'm concerned. Devs or people like that would say, no, it's not done because of X, Y, and Z. Well, I've used it and I've seen it, and it looks done. I don't know. Roll it out and fix the bugs as you go. Come on. That's just my opinion, as someone who has developed games before, but whatever. The other thing that Blank Media is constantly releasing is fucking houses and skins and pets. Houses, skins, and pets have made up the majority of what we've gotten in updates. And houses, skins, and pets don't matter to gameplay. They make no difference in anything. They're just there for people to spend money and points on. Yes, thank you for giving us stuff to buy in the game, but can you please work on the actual game? And, I am kind of aggravated because, the reason I'm aggravated is that myself and other people like me get ignored by Blank Media staff, get threatened by Blank Media and staff, get silenced by Blank Media and staff. You know, we get just put off to the side like we don't matter. We are the only people who matter on your game. The players are the only people who matter to your game. You have no players, you have no reason to make your game or work on it. And I don't expect my will to be followed. I don't expect for me to be someone who tells everybody what to do. I'm just saying let the players have a voice in what you're doing, because right now you're completely ignoring everybody. You know, to delete stuff I post, I sit there, listen, and I know nobody from Blank Media is watching this video because they don't give a shit. I sit there and I take time to write something up to try to give you guys some idea of what I'm thinking and what other people are thinking, you know, who think like me. I sit there and write out a bunch of shit for you guys. I'm not doing it for my own health. It's for you guys to see and to read and to look at and hopefully get something through your head. To just take that and lock it and delete it under false pretenses is bullshit. Because one of the threads was going along, and one person in the thread, one person, came into the thread and started trolling it. And so they locked the thread and deleted it, saying, oh, everybody in this thread was arguing and being mean. This one fucking dude, you know? That's obviously just an excuse to get rid of anybody complaining about anything. You gotta stop this. And actually, you don't have to stop it. You don't have to stop it. You can just let your game die. Because that's what it's doing right now. When I log on to the game, when I used to log on, I would log on to the game and I would have my full friend list, you know, full with 1,000 people. And there would be too many people online for me to add into a round. More than 15 people. On just, you know, when I just logged on for no reason to record randomly at a certain time, you know, there would be more than 15 people on my friend list on, ready to go in a round. Now I log on, I have to tell people on Twitter, I have to try to get people to log in, because I come on and there's like 2 people on from my list, and this is a full list of 1,000 players. 2 fucking people. The traffic for your website is down. The usage on Steam is constant, but that means it's not going up. Not growing. Basically, interest is waning in your game. The reason for that, and this is despite what you say, because Blank Media, you know, they say, usage is at an all-time high, interest is at an all-time high, traffic is at an all-time high. I can look up your traffic on Alexa.com. I can look up Steam usage on whatever the fuck site it was. I don't remember the name of it. I can see your stats. Your stats are not at an all-time high. Your stats are constant on Steam and dropping on the website. You know, the YouTubers... YouTubers used to play this game because interesting things were happening with it. They'd be like, oh, look, you know, this is an interesting thing, you know, now let's start recording that again for a little while until we get bored of it. And then they would say, oh, look, another interesting thing, let's record it for a little while until we get bored of it again. You know, streamers would stream it. You don't have that anymore. You don't have much of it, I should say. Because I don't stream, but the people I know who do stream tell me that there are less Town of Salem streams now. You know, on YouTube, I did a search on YouTube for Town of Salem, okay? I did a search for, quote, Town of Salem, unquote. Minx and the Derp Crew were the only big YouTubers playing your game for a frickin' month. You know, Minx plays Town of Salem regularly, I guess, I don't know, but, you know, she's probably a big YouTuber that you can actually claim as someone who plays your game regularly. The Derp Crew, you know, cheat like bastards. They cheat the shit out of the game. They're not people that Blank Media wants to be associated with. Because they promised the Derp Crew guys skins in the game, and then they retracted it, saying, oh, you know, well, you know, we thought you didn't want it, or something like that. Bullshit. You retracted it because they're known, you know, cheaters who are cheating at the game constantly. Skype sharing, teaming up against, the teams. Like someone will be on Town and someone will be on Mafia, and the two of them will team up together to screw Town. So you got Minx, who, okay, that's fine. You got Derp Crew, you got a group of cheaters. And that's it for big YouTubers playing Town of Salem in the last 30 days. That's it, guys. Your game is dying. I would contend that it's already dead. But, you have to take that as like a metaphorical thing. And nobody at Blank Media is willing to do a damn thing about it. They won't even listen. They won't even do the most simple thing that requires nothing from them, which is just hearing what people say. Parts of the staff go ahead and just, delete it and silence you. Other parts of the staff, ignore you and say, or dismiss you and say, yeah, they're working on that for 2 fucking years. Or they say, we can't do that. That's trademarked or copyrighted. When that's not, anything that bothers them. Dismissed, ignored, silenced, threatened. That's what I've gotten out of you guys. That's what I've gotten out of Blank Media games. And I'm fucking sick of it. Because I'm on here every frickin' day playing your game. And I play it basically only because I can play with 15 of my subscribers at a time. This is something I do to play with subscribers. It's not anything you guys are doing. This isn't because I'm addicted to your game. This isn't because I love it so much that I can't stand to go a day without playing it. This is a way for me to connect with people who follow my channel. And, I am tired of this being a one-way relationship. Raise the fucking limit. Fix your roles. At least do the minimal effort to try to help stop people from cheating by just telling them on the frickin' game, on the main page, or on the splash screen, or wherever, what cheating is. Because there are so many times when I will say, or have said in the past, are you guys Skype sharing? And somebody will say, no, we're not Skype sharing. No. We're brother and sister. We're in the same house. And I'm like, they think that makes it right. They think that's okay because they're not on Skype. It needs to be explained. And you guys agreed to do this 2 years ago. Year and a half, whatever. You guys are doing nothing. You guys are doing nothing but releasing the bare minimum you can to keep people interested in buying things. I don't know what to say to you guys. I'm so tired of this. Part of me wants to stop playing Town of Salem. Part of me wants to boycott it. Part of me wants to say, you know what, I'm not giving them any more free fucking advertising by putting up a video of their game every goddamn day while they threaten, ignore, mute, and abuse me. Part of me wants to do that. The other part of me says, well, that would be mean to my subscribers who I play with. If I stopped playing Town of Salem and if I boycotted it, that would mean that people who were hoping to get in around never will, etc. So I don't know which part is going to win out. I really don't. Let me know what you think in the comments below. This is one place where we can discuss Town of Salem and discuss what we think should change, discuss what we don't like, discuss what we like. In my comments under this video is probably the one place you guys can discuss all that where you're not going to be deleted by Blank Media moderators. So go for it. Say whatever you feel like. Even if you want to defend it, even if you want to tell me that I'm completely wrong and I'm an idiot, you're still free to do that. You're not going to get deleted. You're not going to get locked. You're not going to get threatened. Because that's how chumps roll. Alright, I got that all off my chest. I just needed to express it. It's not really that serious a thing. It's not like a life or death thing. It just is me being fed up with being treated like a frickin' idiot when I'm the most dedicated fucking user they have posting on YouTube. I mean, I like to joke that my channel is garbage, and I like to joke that I'm garbage, and to a certain extent that's true. But that doesn't mean that you guys get to treat me like fucking garbage. Alright. That's all I gotta say. Bye-bye, everybody!